A convite da Universal TV, o Cinepop desembarcou aqui em Chicago para levar vocês para um tour muito especial. Hoje nós vamos passear aqui pelo set de Chicago PD e também pelo set Chicago Med e Chicago Fire. E não vamos passear sozinhos, é um tour VIP com os astros das séries. Vamos lá comigo?
Feel free to jump in an ambulance. Has anyone ever been in an ambulance? For real? Well, these are real ambulances.
Every patient that you see get brought into the ED obviously starts here, even if you don't always see us bringing them entirely from the ambulance all the way inside.
Let's move into the football.
Yes.
And the football because, well, it's the shape of a football, folks.
Yeah.
This is all pre-recorded footage. Don't worry, it's not you.
You're not secretly on camera here. This side that will take you down first are all the trauma bays. So gunshot wounds, stabbings,
Car crashes, rip hearts out.
all the really bad stuff that comes in gets treated in these rooms.
You don't have to work that hard as an actor when you have the actual objects in your hands.
Someone breaks out on set, you're gonna take them in there and have them treated?
They have been actually.
Seriously?
That's right.
We've
Really?
had people faint on set sometimes.
seizures.
Oh, wow.
We had a seizure on set, unfortunately. Everybody was okay, but I mean, luckily we're surrounded by actual medical professionals who took care of people.
And you can hook them up right here and treat them, yeah?
We can at least lay them down.
There's also some cool movie magic on this side that if you've seen the show and you see that these rooms are actually in real life very small. These back walls pull out, and we also have hidden plugs. Like on this side, there's a hole in the wall that we can pull out and put a camera through if we need to. So we can shoot these rooms to be a lot bigger than they actually appear. So that's how we get away with actually very small space.
Oh yeah, this is the medicine closet.
You have to have a special key to get in here, so I don't know how he got in. Since all the drugs are real.
And it's essentially because it's a little larger and because it's equipped to handle the really bad cases. Connor spends a lot of time in Baghdad when he's down in the ED because he's handling most of the really bad traumas that are coming through. There's some surgical lights in here, allows everybody, we've got an x-ray machine that lives in here and rapid transfusers and all that stuff that really makes it easier to treat really bad situations.
And again, all this equipment is real. So we use real medical equipment, and then for like an X-ray machine, we make it so that obviously we're not radiating people.
They have like all these cool little features where they can press a button and weigh somebody as soon as they come on set. They can put an X-ray cassette. There's actually a slot underneath the bed so that they don't have to move a patient to be able to slide the X-ray cassette underneath. Or film under, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So there's actually spaces so that they can just take it.
So glad I attended this tour.
Yeah. So they can just slide it underneath here, pull it out, and do the next one. It's pretty cool. It's like, it makes, it simplifies everything and adds to all the realism that we're trying to accomplish on the show.
Moving on. Phones are all real. Actually, we're getting a call right now. Who's this? Hello? Oh, hey, Dick. How you doing? Yeah, right in the middle of the tour, man. It was going well. No, everyone's happy. All the press is really glad to be here, yeah. Yeah, thanks for the franchise. Okay, take it easy. All right, moving on. He always likes to call us over here. We use these. These are for us. This was from a scene we did yesterday. These are my marks. I'm blue. Not my emotion. I'm actually quite happy. But I was doing a scene over here, and then we move out and we do things like this. This helps us so we know where the lighting is.
É um fundo que simula uma cidade, mas na verdade não é uma cidade, é só um banner. A magia do cinema.
Any places where there could be moving cars, really, like just so it doesn't look static.
And it goes day to night. We can change this to a night scene. We just by changing the lighting on the backdrop and all those lights come on when we do that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Those cop cars are so loyal. They're always there. They do such a good. I've
We
not been
did
in-
this hallway this year, so this is kind of a new addition.
With nice art.
Yeah, we got a bunch of new photos in here.
This
and-
is all my photography I've taken of the city.
Just rents it to us.
We're gonna take. This is where I've spent a lot of my time over the past 3 years, and this is our OR set. And we're gonna go in here, and we've got somebody on the table waiting for us.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is where I've spent a lot of my time for the last 3 years. And we'll do sometimes, if there's 4 scenes that take place in the OR during an episode, we're able to shoot in one day, and we'll spend one very long day in here. And once you get about 50 crew guys and 3 cameras, it starts to sweat and be nice and cozy. We've gotten to know each other very, very well in here.
Colin, why do we need a pre-op and recovery room?
Because patients have to have scenes before and after surgery.
That's right, for drama! Because this is a great place for someone who has had an operation to be sitting on the bed and their loved ones here and a doctor to be looking through the window at them. And that's why we have all these little windows in the hallway and door, so, we can see each other.
Vamos lá que agora eu vou aprender como limpar um homem quase morto na mesa de cirurgia. Vem comigo. Vai ser.
So here's the mask thing in our hospital. Pick a pair.
So the mask, there's a metal thing at the top, just squeeze your nose between it.
Okay.
That's backward.
You want me to help?
Yes.
Sure. All right.
Take that.
Okay.
Yeah, come on in.
I know you are an expert.
I am an expert at squeezing metal things.
You hand with mask?
All right, who needs goggles? Everyone need goggles?
Come over here and turn
You guys
it.
all good?
Fix that to your nose.
Yeah. Okay.
Behind you here. Alright, turn around. You guys,
What,
as soon as
and
you have your hands
goggles?
and cap some masks on, just step right into here and join. It's got soap on it. Wet your hands first, all the way to your elbows.
Yeah, he's gonna.
You always want the water drained to the back to your elbows.
He's gonna.
Okay, great.
Probably
Now,
wash.
start scrubbing your hands, soap your arms all the way to your elbows, and let the soap sit on your elbows. This should go on for about 3 minutes. We're going to abbreviate it right here. Drop the sponge. Now from the tips of your fingers, there you go, let the water run. When you're good, shake it off and roll. Keep your hands up like this so the water always runs down and back in those doors.
So you got a heads up. All right, come on over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right hand out.
Yeah.
To get everything.
Yeah.
You're gonna hug me?
Okay.
You're gonna hug me?
I'm feeling like a doctor.
Okay, now, right hand out. Here. Okay.
Oh, this is hard.
We'll fix it in a minute.
Okay.
And this is how surgeons do it in real life.
It's really hard. I'm gonna be a surgeon today.
And now you can fix it on your own.
Myself, okay.
Go on in, sir.
Come on over.
Loucura, gente.
Come on over. That's right. That's basically the same that happens to
Yeah,
us.
that's hard.
There you go.
Almost.
Here, we'll hide your hands.
Okay.
This is a video, so.
Yeah, it's a video.
Yeah, he's got a picture of it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So what should I do?
Go get your picture.
Hey, John.
Eu tô aqui vestido de médico. A gente tá na sala que eles gravam aí, ó. Coloquei luva, toda mal colocada, mas tô com a roupa. E aprendi como o médico lava a mão. E olha aqui quem tá aqui no fundo, ele mesmo. Muito legal.
One of the things that you should know about this room, and Brian Lukes will back me up on this. This room belongs to the intelligence unit, right? And how many of us is it, Burgess? It's only a few. But you understand how many cops, from what I understand, would love to be in this room. But you got to be cold. You can't just be a cop and just get into these doors. You got to be carried away and have skills like Burgess and be this pretty.
It's
hard.
difficult balancing both my beauty and my brains,
Yeah.
but somehow I managed to do it.
No, you do a great job with that.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And naturally, all I got is brains, a little bit. But I do my best.
It's easier. You have an easier day.
I do have a
Yeah. No, not a lot of balancing.
So one of the things that we do like to introduce first and foremost in this room, because we think it does set the tone.
Recently, they installed a clapper into the light system. So all we have to do is this. Nighttime. Wow. It's a little bit of a nod to the old school clapper, nod to the 90s,
All the officers in here are trained by the real police. We had an individual who was a SWAT member by the name of Chuck Baringo, who died a little while back, who actually trained all these guys. They work very, very hard. True story is this gentleman that's on this wall and who's honored by the show. His name's Brian Strauss. He's a Chicago police officer who I went to the academy with and had the honor of working with. He was killed in a line of duty trying to save another individual's life.
My right, your left, please. Let's go this way. Okay. Let's direct ourselves to this direction.
Some of our set deck people, but our lockers change depending on where they need the camera. So like, your locker's here, and you're like, no, my locker's over there. They're like, your locker is here. Okay. Which is your locker, Lodois?
This one right here.
Is it?
Yep. Yeah.
Burgess's locker, there's always deodorant. Like industrial size. I'm like, what does Burgess locker need? Definitely.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
What do you call this?
Sure.
No, hot seat. Get in it.
Hot seat.
Have a seat.
Okay.
Get under us.
They'll do a good interrogation.
These, talk to us about these, Marlon, because I know it's very interesting stuff
Right.
happens with these gimbals.
So we have two things here that are important in this interrogation room, set-wise. One is, as you can see, it's pretty small. We even have a smaller room over there. So where are we going to put everyone? Well, what we do is we create wild walls like this one, this him. That way you can put a camera out here, your crew and everyone. We can take a nice 3-shot here. We got guys beating up, but we don't do beat-up stuff.
Those are the old days.
Yeah, those old days is police reporting.
The other thing is, since it's so tight, we have a mirror here. What does a mirror do? It reflects.
No guns are allowed in this room. You could be cuffed to the chair if you want to act like a gentleman. You can act like a gentleman. You could spend 3 days in a room with a guy. You say he killed 3 kids. You're going to do whatever you got to do to get him to flip. Yeah. If he lawyers up, game over, we walk out of the room. No problem at all. But this is television. So you'll see there's an upcoming episode that's absolutely phenomenal. And I can't say much about it, but it's all about interviewing, and doing the right thing. So this room, many hours are spent in here on our show and also the bullpen. And it's tight, but there's some incredible magic that comes out of here.
Hi to our fans in Brazil.
What's happening out there in Brazil?
We're so excited. We see you on Twitter. We see the love. We feel the love. Thank you so much
And
for...
it's definitely real.
Yeah.
We giving it back.
Agora a gente vai dar uma volta rapidinha pelo set de Chicago Fire.
With your host, Joe Cruz. Mouch will be joining us shortly. He is being an old man and peeing. But as soon as he gets here, we're going to do a quick tour of the entire set of Chicago Fire. We will be starting in Bowden's office. I will do my best. Christian is far better at this than I am. But if you all come and join me in here, we'll start our tour. This is Bowden's office, lovably known to the cast as the Bowhole, but don't tell Bowden that we call it that because he doesn't care for it. Behind you, that entire wall is a moving wall. This little guy right here, I gave this to Eamon Walker as a gift during season 1. And I never would have anticipated that he would put it on his desk, but he did. And it has been sitting there ever since. And I'm personally very proud of that. What else can I tell you? This photo right here is actually a photo that was shot during the wreckage of 9/11. And then they obviously superimposed Eamon into that photo, but this is an actual photo from 9/11. And it was a storyline where a lot of firefighters from across the country went to New York to help out in the rescue, and Bowden was one of those firefighters. Beautiful story, very touching. They actually filmed some stuff in New York at the actual 9/11 site in remembrance of kind of everything he had to go through. one of my personal favorite scenes. And here we have, ladies and gentlemen, TV's Mouch.
Hello again. Hello again.
Right behind us. This beautiful wall of photos. We try to honor a lot of the firefighters that have come through the city of Chicago. One of the most prominent firefighters here for years and years, Chief Wolf. He saved many, many lives.
Careers.
And,
Careers.
Yes. And so we pay homage to him. As always, Chief Wolf. Thank you very much. On the wall.
E essa é a réplica do Bar Moles. A ideia deles era terminar todos os episódios das 3 séries aqui sempre, mas por logística só um set não conseguiam. Ó, a gente tá bem no meio do estúdio, então eles desistiram da ideia. Mas olha que lugar legal. Ele simula mesmo um bar aqui de Chicago, muito famoso.
Great. Thank you. Did you get one of these yet? Yeah. Okay, perfect.
All right.
Hi.
What are we talking?
Oh, hey!
Hey,
It's our fans from Brazil.
Hey, Brazil, how
Thanks
are
so
you?
much for tuning in to Chicago Fire. I don't know if you guys are going to get all the shows stacked up on a Wednesday. I hope you do, because I think that's going to be a very special treat. Thank you for watching. That's David Eigenberg.
There you go. My Portuguese is terrible.
Brazil, Cinepop, thank you so much for being fans. We are so excited to be in Brazil. We love that you watch. I get messages from you guys on Twitter and Instagram all the time. It's much appreciated. Obrigado.
Obrigado.
Thank you for everything. You're the best.
E aí, Brasil, olha quem tá aqui comigo.
Hello, Brazil. Thank you so much for watching. Please tune in September. Is it wait, what's the date?
October.
Oh, it is October. Okay, thank you for watching.
Each rescue, each life,
needs each team at their best.
one job.
One family. One city. Chicago Med Fire and PD.